time now for Coming In Hot with Brent Wallace and former Ottawa Senator Jason York.
Good Monday afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Coming In Hot, where Brent is always right. Brought to you by Bet365, joined by Jason York and a co-host, as always, Graeme Nichols from the Hockey News. Gentlemen, I will enjoy today as much as I can.
Well, I keep seeing all this thing. Wally was white. Explain yourself here. Explain what you're right about. Listen, I think we all agreed that it would be nice to have a tough guy.
Don't even try. You're trying. You said I was completely wrong in saying they needed to have some kind of deterrent in their roster, and you decided to say I was completely. I couldn't be any more wrong if I tried.
No.
Oh,
I believe, Graeme.
Don't even.
I believe what I said. What I said is, players in today's game are no longer intimidated, which is 100% accurate. But what I did agree on you is it would be nice to have a guy that could fight and chuck.
I can't believe you're changing this now.
No, because the trade is made because they want somebody that can fight Jack-Eye. They didn't have that guy. Now they got that guy. It's great. This is a win-win. My biggest take from all of this, Wally, I can't believe Steve Staios was able to move McEwen's contract. Like that, to me.
Yeah, but he saved money. Like New Jersey saved money being able to do this.
It was the perfect storm. Like who in their right mind would want to take him right now? Like he's like nothing. No offense. Like he's not really an NHL player, but it worked perfectly because they wanted to get the extra year off their books with MacDermid. So it's a win-win for Ottawa. But man,
I think this is completely slanderous to MacDermid's all-around ability. I think, like, you talk about a guy who can play forward and defense.
Yeah.
Jake, I don't know if you have the graphic that I sent you from earlier. Do you have the graphic that I sent you from earlier? Look at this.
What is this? What is this?
This is his offensive zone impacts. You see that sea of blue? That only means that there's room for upside.
Listen, Graeme, I
believe it should be red. Should it not be red?
Yeah, if it was good, it would be red. But if it's blue, that just means there's tons of room for growth. Stats can normalize. Don't ignore the red. Ignore the red in the defensive zone at the bottom of the thing. It's fine.
That doesn't matter.
He can do more than fight. At age 31, he's turning the corner. Yeah. He's in the prime years of his career. He's good.
Listen,
more than just a fighter, Wally. More than just a fighter.
The best part about this is see what number he's wearing.
Don't even.
Yeah. So it's a different version of Hammer Time.
Hammer Time's coming now.
Hammer Time 2.0 is a whole different version.
Instead of throwing bombs from the blue line, he's just throwing them in scrums. It's good.
Chucking bombs.
Good.
Yeah.
So
what were you?
We will have to move on. There's lots of news going on. Kurtis Yakemchuk.
We all agreed they needed. For sure, they would be nice.
Yorkie, you said no. Jake, I wish we should have clipped the show.
Clip it.
Because you guys were so adamant that they didn't need anybody, that this team was tough enough. There was no intimidation factor. You put Kurtis MacDermid on the ice for whenever it is, or even have him in the lineup. It's an intimidation factor.
No, he's going to.
There was no nonsense in that Montreal game.
It's perfect because Brady doesn't have to fight Jack-Eye. It's perfect.
I know.
That's why this trade is made.
He doesn't have to fight anybody.
Well,
but I don't know how many games Kurtis MacDermid's going to play. He played 23 last season. After
that exhibition game, and every single time Ottawa's played Montreal, Jack-Eye takes liberties. He's taken liberties with Stützle. He's taken liberties, and the only player that can really go in there and fight him and do well is Tkachuk. But not anymore. So to me, it's a great trade, especially when you're playing your rival that's less than 2 hours away. And they got all their fans in your building, and now you've got an answer for that. So I think it's great. And you moved a player that wasn't going to play on your team this year for a player that actually can serve a purpose for you. So, and he wears number 23 for Graeme. It's a win-win.
He's trolling Graeme because Graeme didn't want him. I love it.
You didn't want MacDermid?
You didn't want anybody. You guys, you thought it was roses and butterflies playing in the National Hockey League. It's an intimidation league.
No, it's not. It's not intimidation.
I don't think the Senators are intimidated at all. Like that's
intimidated.
That's where the disagreement was. Like I don't think this is like the Montreal roster that has just Jack-Eye that has toughness. That's Ottawa's. They're always in scrums. They're always willing to engage physically. They're not backing down from anyone. But it's like, you've acquired a guy who can win a fight, which is more than they've had in the last like several years outside Brady. So
for sure,
that's a win. But I mean, he's only probably going to have an impact on 4 or 5 games a season. So you're carrying for one reason.
I want that guy who just will put fear into the opposition.
No, he's going to fight. He's going
like 2 inches bigger.
He's going to make sure that Brady doesn't have to fight, which is what's been wanted here for a long time. And this is an ideal. Like, imagine Brady fighting Jack Guy and breaking his knuckles. Like, could very easily happen. You don't want your best player, 1A, 1B, whatever, Stutzler, Brady, fighting. You just don't. There's a time and a place.
I know this.
I will say, Wally, though, it was great watching. They had the camera from the corner zoomed out, and it was MacDermid with his back to the camera, and then there was Jack Guy facing him, and Jack Guy could have had every opportunity to skate over to him and instigate something. And he just, I'm gonna keep my distance. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, as a player, it's not a good feeling when you have a guy that's taking liberties after whistles. He's doing things like they did last game, and you don't really like. Guys will answer the bell. Like, I'll give McEwen full marks. He tried to get in there. He tried to fight him. It's just
I agree.
It's a mismatch, and nothing against Zach McEwen. I have full marks for him. But this guy they got, MacDermid, he's a killer.
So. And if he wins one fight, he'll have won more fights than Austin Watson and Zach McEwen combined.
Stop. I liked Austin Watson. That guy is a gamer. He's a gamer. He's just this is legitimate. Like, there's just not many guys like this around that are like this big and that can fight like this. So I think, kudos, a cheer of the day. Wally was trying to take Steve Staios' thunder. This is it's like I was right. Well, yeah, you were right.
He watches the show. I can't help it.
You were right in saying that it would be great to have a tough guy. I just can't believe he was able to pull this off and move McEwen and bring in a guy that's going to serve. I'll say it. It's a pretty it is valuable to have that, especially when those temperature games, when they've ratcheted up against Montreal.
Exactly.
He
doesn't play every game.
No, it's fine. I think it's great.
It does make me laugh, though. That day at the rink, I walked by Steve, and he's like, "Hey, Wally, how are you?" I should have known he had just watched the show and was about to trade. Anyway, let's we'll move on.
I could just picture you watching Saturday night's game too, with MacDermid and Jack on the ice at the same time, and I could just picture like the shit-eating grin on your face while watching.
I didn't watch all the game. I missed that part, so that actually went down.
I should have I should have paused it and taken a photo. It was good.
Jack Guy wasn't looking for quarters when MacDermid was on the ice, was he?
No, like he stayed his distance, like every opportunity to engage. Just
looking for quarters. Like you're just you don't want to make eye contact. You pretend you're on the ice looking for quarters.
Yep. So there we go. Okay, quickly before we get further into the show, I meant to bring this up earlier. Please be respectful in the chat. If for whatever reason, because last show it was stupid, if you get out of hand, you will be removed from the chat. So
what happened? What happened?
Doesn't matter. Just someone wanted to be an idiot. So if I don't catch it right away, I apologize. But there's Jake's been instructed if he sees any of that stuff, you will be removed. So okay, moving on.
Chat police is in full effect today.
Can you two take care of some business before we got to get into Kurtis Yakemchuk here, as the news has come out of what they're going to do with him.
This show is brought to you by Simply Spiked. When you're hanging out with friends, it's not just about the moment. It's about making memories that last. And nothing pairs better than the juicy, refreshing taste of Simply Spiked. Start with the OG classic, Simply Spiked Lemonade, the summer favorite that never disappoints. Want something different? Try the sweet and juicy kick of Simply Spiked Peach. And don't miss the newest member of the lineup, Simply Spiked Limeade. Perfectly sweet, perfectly tart, perfectly refreshing. Can't decide between cherry limeade or blackberry limeade? Grab the variety pack and try them all. These juice beverages are 5% alcohol, made with real fruit juice, and they're the perfect drink for any occasion: bonfires, game nights, backyard hangouts, you name it. Simply Spiked has been bringing the juiciness to Canada since 2023, and it's only getting bigger. Pick up Simply Spiked at your local LCBO today. Visit simplyspiked.ca. Must be legal drinking age. Celebrate responsibly.
Yorkie.
Yep. Oh, just waiting for our.
I'm never sure. So
I'm set to go here for Shoeless Joe's, where they've got daily deals you don't want to miss. Burgers, wings, cold beer, great prices, no fluff, just big flavor 5 nights a week. This week at Shoeless being Monday night. Wally, what's Monday night at Shoeless?
Oh, fish and chips. It should be called the Maritime Night.
You old motorboat and sailor, you, Wally. It's fish and chips night at Wally. Your favorite night of the week. Yeah. So head down to Shoeless Joe's, where daily deals meet big flavor and good times on repeat. Kempville and Orleans locations.
Sorry, Shoeless Joe's always one of my favorites. Quickly, I almost forgot, Jake. Daily Face-Off Survivor Pool. So we don't get in trouble. It's officially live. And if you're think you got the hockey knowledge to go the distance, this one's for you. It's a game of elimination strategy and $2,500 grand prize for the last fan standing. Here's how it works. You start with 2 lives. Each round, you pick one winner from the slate of NHL games. But here's the twist. You can only use each team twice throughout the entire contest. Get a pick wrong, that's 1 life gone. Lose twice, you're gone. The pool runs until there's 1 person left standing, and that winner takes home $2,500. So are you ready to outlast the rest? Sign up now at dailyfaceoff.com or hit the link in the show notes. May the best fan survive. All right. So the news is out as they made roster changes. We were at skate this morning, Graham, that everybody was there. Arthur Kaliev, Ole Lixell, Donovan Sabrango, Kurtis Yakemchuk. But if you go back and listen to Travis Green, which is on our Twitter page, you can hear he says we have to make a decision on Yak as well. Like, it was kind of unprompted, it felt like. Maybe I'm wrong, and as I think about it now, but he didn't sound like Kurtis Yakemchuk was going to possibly make this team. And find out he didn't.
Yeah, and I think because the roster crunch and the guys requiring waivers and stuff, I think it makes perfect sense to send him down because you have Jordan Spence who's there, who was skating on a pairing with him. Those were the extras. Those were the 2 extras. They're both right shot defensemen. So one of them had to go. Yakemchuk is the easy decision. He's the young guy, needs big minutes, needs to play in every situation. He's the easy guy to move out. Speaking of moving out, where did you go?
That's what I was just gonna say.
Sorry, boys. The sun was coming in the window. I had to get the blind down because.
Do you think you could do the blind before the show starts?
Well, the sun usually this time of day, because of the change of seasons, this didn't happen in the office. But now because it's a 4:00 show, it's a different. Anyways, we're all off track here. I fixed it.
Well, it's because you just got up and walked away in the middle. It's Kurtis Yakemchuk. I'm not shocked by it. It just feels like he needs more time.
It's the right thing, Wally. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah. And you know what? By the way, Tyler Kleven and Drake Batherson have been moved to IR. I'm not shocked by that either. I don't think that and Travis Green didn't seem like they were going to play on game 1 either, right? It's just the way he sounded today, Graham. There's no spot. I know people are going to be upset. I don't think there's a spot right now for Kurtis Yakemchuk on the right side with Jordan Spence, Nick Mattenpalo, and Donovan Sabrango looks like he's won the Tyler Kleven spot for now, and I'm okay with that. I think he's been okay.
Yeah, he's been fine.
I agree.
I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any internal competition behind him to push him for that spot, though. At the same time, but I thought he had a good preseason. He didn't look at a place. Looks like he can play at the level and eat those third pairing insulated minutes and not look at a place. So congratulations to him on cracking the opening of the squad. It's pretty. It's a good local hockey story.
He's been he's had a nice resurgence the last couple of years, just fighting his way, working his way up the depth chart. Had a good camp. He was good when he got called up last year too. I remember, doesn't look out of place. And here's a guy, he's got some pro experience now, right? So every single camp you come back to, every single year in the minors, you gain confidence, you gain experience, and it shows with his game. But as far as Yakemchuk's concerned, it would be one thing if Ottawa was lacking a power play quarterback on either unit. But now because teams roll 4 forwards and 1D, that spot doesn't exist on Ottawa's current roster. He's not taking out Shabbat. He's not taking out Sanderson. So what does Kurtis Yakemchuk do well? Runs a power play, great shot. He's able to find things on the power play when there's a little more time and space. He's going to do that in Belleville. He'll quarterback their power play and work on all those things. Yes. And at the same time, Wally, and Graeme, he'll get to refine his defensive game. Like, look how well served Tyler Clevin was by playing in the minors. It's just people forget that want to see him on the roster. Oh, we got to see Yak, Pump the brakes. The difference between junior hockey and the American League is massive. People don't understand how big of a jump that is. And he's going to go there, get a ton of reps, ton of experience, and he's 2.5 hours away whenever you need him. This is just couldn't be more perfect.
York, you make the comment all the time, like players will sort themselves out in training camp, and that's what it was. Like he didn't take anybody's spot on that blue line. No,
you could say Matt and Paolo didn't have a great camp, but Matt and Paolo had a really good playoff last year, and he earned his spot on the team, so he gets a little bit of grace there. And
that's what I think too.
And Jordan Spence, I thought was really good. He'll be one of the starting 6 on opening night. I don't see him as a 7th D. It's just going to be.
So let's just make it clear. Like today, I think the pairings were.
Yeah, we just threw it in there
with Spence. So anything can happen over the next 3 days or whatever.
You think so? I feel like he's on the outside looking in because like Sabrango's a place. I feel like Sabrango's a placeholder for Clevin and Matt and Paolo's there on that third pairing. I think
I agree with you actually
because.
I like Donovan's
surprise, Wally.
No. But Matt and Paolo has not had a great camp.
No, right? I wouldn't say any of them have. Yakemchuk, I thought looked fine and competent, but I don't think any of those 3 guys pushing for that third pairing spot had blew the doors off the place. None of those guys stood out.
And we see Jordan Spence differently because we're not used to his game. So we're if he does something, we're like, oh yeah, he's got some speed, does this. Mm-hmm. I just think Matt and Paolo is still the guy because of what he's done already for this team. And I think he'll be better when game 1 starts. And you're going on the road into Tampa and Florida. You want to have some intimidation dressed. And he's a lot bigger than Jordan Spence.
You could roll with Batherson out. I'm just thinking if there's an opportunity to go 7D on game 1, you could see that. You could see the 7D rotating in and then potentially going, well, the one thing when you do that, Wally, it just allows you to get Stützle on the ice more. It's like you get
him on
fair.
And you're on the road. Is MacDermid going to play a lot on the road? Maybe not.
I don't
but
see.
Litzels look really good.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you see MacDermid actually playing a lot? Because I don't. Aside from some matchup situations, I can't see him playing ahead of Lixell.
So, but that Tampa Florida, those guys. Well, maybe it's just because the 2 of them went at it for the last 2 games and just try to destroy everybody. Are they going to try to bring that kind of game into the regular season? I don't know if they can do it, but on the road, I don't know if you can dress MacDermid or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't again. He played 23 games. He's not going to be a regular in the lineup.
No, he's going to be there when you've got a game where you think it's going to
get out of hand.
It's going to be a fight, and you don't want Brady fighting.
Yes, that's why I think. But in the first 2 games, it's going to be that way because teams want to start being. They're angry and they're ready to roll.
You think Tampa at home? I don't know. Tampa.
All they did over the last 2 games is fight.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, in-state rivals though. In-state rivals.
I know, but anyway, we'll see.
Guys don't want to be fighting early in the season.
Well, they just
want to get off to a good start.
Kurtis MacDermid's going to want to.
Oh, he's going to want to. I don't know. He's 31. He's not going to want to fight. He's going to want to fight when they play Montreal. But
he's not 80. Come on, Sonny, let's go.
Fighting's not that much fun. I'm going to tell you, especially when you get a little older. But who on Tampa? It sounds like we're hyping up MMA matches now because all of a sudden Ottawa's got a guy that can fight. We're trying to pick out teams where he's going to be utilized.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I don't know if Scott Sabrin is staying or not.
He's not staying.
Oh, he's not going to play.
He's not
just settle down, gentlemen. I don't know officially if he's gone or not. Jesus.
And Florida's got everybody injured. They can't afford to have guys fighting. The whole team's having surgery.
They had no problem over the last 2 games.
Because they hate it's the Florida state. It's like Montreal versus Ottawa. It's the same thing. They don't like each other. Tampa's sick of Florida winning cups. They say that's what we're supposed to be doing. So fisticuffs aplenty. Here we come. But
I don't know why
it's not going to get heated with Tampa and Ottawa.
Besides, on the fourth line, the way that Lars Ellers played on Saturday night, don't you have to play someone who can play with him?
I really like Ole Lickstill's game. I think he was like arguably one of the most noticeable forwards. And he played every game.
Because he skates fast. He's a little bit of a water bug. You notice him.
But that's perfect for the bottom six.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I love how focused we are and start the season over the bottom six.
Well, we can get to the top.
And who's going to be fighting?
So they did mix up the lines, though. I think that is the interesting dynamic from this morning's skate.
Yes. Quickly, Frank McDougall says it's time to tattoo Yorkie's home address on his arm when he wandered away again. The lines. Okay, so Jake, go just pop the lines back up because they're all shook up today. Zetterlund is on the top line. Greg Pinto. So here's the thing: Greg Pinto, Giroux is one line. Perron, Cousins, and Mario is the other. I will let you tell me which one is 2 and which one is 3. But here's the thing: so in the locker room, the Pinto line was listed 3rd on the whiteboard. Cousins is 2nd. But Travis Green has always used his top 2 lines. They wear black. The bottom 2 wear white. And the Shane Pinto line was wearing black today. So I believe Shane Pinto is your number 2 center to start the season.
Well, Amadio is always just trying there as a 3rd line winger. So whatever line Amadio's on is the 3rd line.
Yeah.
So there
the
you
cap
go.
line. Cousins, Amadio, Perron.
The cap line. I like it, Wally.
It'll last for like a day.
I don't see a ton of separation between those 2 lines. I think it's like a pretty nominal, I think if that's the way it shakes out and Pinto plays those hard minutes, I think it's going to be super important for Cousins to have a huge year because he's not going to be playing against the opposition's best players. If that's the way it shakes out, he should have every opportunity to be productive. He's got 2 guys on his wing. If this sticks for a while, who can go into the corners, dig pucks out, do all the heavy lifting for him. And he's gonna have a huge opportunity to put up some points. He's got to capitalize on.
Bruce says Amadio sounds like a Spanish wine.
Oh, it's just a smooth Spanish wine that never lets you down, Wally. It's a reliable, everyday drinker.
It's a table wine. Is that what it's called?
It's a go-to. It's like one of those bottles. Have you guys ever been to Rome?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I went to Rome about 5 years ago with the family. We sat down on this just a nondescript restaurant on a cobblestone road, little table they put out for us, and they brought a little jug of red wine, whatever their house wine was, Wally. And that house wine was the best red wine I might have ever had. Just a house red. That's what Amadio is. He's a house red. Just you can count on him.
Everything tastes better when you're close, right? Like olives in Italy were unbelievable.
Everything's good.
My daughter was supposed to do a semester in Rome this year, and she couldn't because she was missing one course, so she had to move somewhere else. I would thought it was going to be awesome to go to Rome from February to April. Would have been amazing.
We went there for vacation, and James Gandolfini died in a hotel like a kilometer away from where we were.
Lord,
yeah, it was crazy. I was that close to James Gandolfini.
Crazy. So, Wally, you've never been to Rome?
I have not.
It's pretty incredible. The Colosseum there is so cool, and then all the Spanish Steps. Speaking of Spanish things, all that stuff, it's great. Food though, the food is unbelievable.
I like the coffee too. The coffee was unbelievable there.
Coffee is good. Coffee's good.
Okay, let's get back on track. So Yorkie, you've wanted to talk about the top 2 lines. So with
that's what
I know, but the stories around camp have been arguably the bottom 2 since there hasn't been a lot of movement in the top 2, and now it's debatable which is your second line. But Fabian Zetterlund finds himself on the top line. It looks like to start the season. Claude Giroux on the second line. Where do you your thoughts on seeing Zetterlund in that spot? No surprise.
I'm not surprised because if you want somebody to succeed and put the puck in the net, put him with your best player. It's pretty good. And last year, they had some chemistry. It just, Zetterlund just had a really tough time finishing. Like nothing went for him. So refresh. Hopefully it's the same situation of when he went to San Jose. If you remember, Wally, we talked about this a bunch last year. When they first acquired him in San Jose, he didn't score. It was eerily similar. Like I think he went like same thing, like 20, 25 games with nothing. Got a couple here in Ottawa in that span, but sometimes it just takes people a little extra time. So hopefully that's the case with Zetterlund, because they committed to him. He's never going to cheat you on hard work. Like you watch this kid back check, you watch him pressure pucks. Like he does all the right things, and he was doing all the right things last year. He just wasn't scoring. So that's, to me, that's the biggest, I'll call it a question mark. What is Zetterlund going to do this year? Is he going to be the same Zetterlund that was in San Jose when he didn't score right away, and then the following year he started scoring? And so that's what,
let me just point out too.
That's what the hope is.
Right. Before people get all excited, because he had 3 goals in his first 14 games, but he had 9 in his first 81 games. So just so that people don't get all.
Yeah. But he scored in that second year with San Jose. He put up whatever 20 or some goals. I think if he getting off to a good start is going to be huge for him and his confidence. Just, it's one thing to score on a bad team in the NHL.
Yeah.
To do it on a good team is a different thing. And people would say, well, it should be easier when you're on a good team because you're playing with great players. Not really. Yeah. Because when you're on a bad team, a lot of those goals come in games on the power play when you're losing 5-2 or 5-3, and they're kind of like garbage goals. I'm not saying all his goals were garbage goals, but it's a different kind of pressure. And that's the one question I have. Is he going to be able to score consistently here in Ottawa? Because that's what he was signed to do. I think he can, especially if you start him with Stützle. I think it's a great opportunity for him. And that's what I'm probably most excited to see. Like, if you guys think about what the biggest question mark is right now, that would probably be number one, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, goaltending's always number one because it's the most pivotal
but Allmark's, the one thing is his health. Can he play over 50 games? But he's a great goalie. He's proven he's a great goalie. Albeit the playoff success isn't there, but Zetterlund is yet to prove that he can score in this league on a good team, and that's what I want to see.
And how often have people been pining for someone who can skate to play alongside Timmy, right?
Right. He can skate. He can skate
everything else. So like that, just in terms of matching speeds and everything else, you've given him an option who can join the rush with him, and should create some different looks that way as well.
You would think so, Graham? Because I remember when we were watching the playoffs last year, and we were like, yeah, man, they just need someone with a little more pace up there. And you would think logically Zetterlund's that guy. So here we go. Like, it looks like he's going to start on that line, and then we'll see what happens. That's the great thing about a new season. Like, there's just so many.
Well played.
So many. What was that?
Patrick Murphy said it's time to tattoo Graham because he kept leaving.
Kids were watching a scary show, so
someone else thought you might have gotten, because you mentioned Tony Soprano, that you may have gotten whacked.
No, what's your biggest question mark, Wally, heading into the new year?
I don't know if it's a question. So Shane Pinto is my focus, and he's now on PP number 1 until Drake Batherson comes back.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's a bumper guy.
Oh, nice.
So, and if you look at the jersey colors today, he's the number 2 center, and I think this is a massive year for Shane Pinto. And I'm excited to see what he can do.
So, but yet that's not a question mark for you because you're.
Well, my question is, how good can Shane Pinto be this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
My only question with Pinto, and I asked him about this the other day, is like how much better can his puck distribution and playmaking ability go? Because we know he's got the big shot. We know he's an excellent defender, but like the one thing he hasn't done is kind of become a better distributor for his line mates. And I think like that's. If you're going to talk about progression to a second line center, I think like that's something he needs to incorporate into his game a little bit more. And he's obviously incredibly talented, and that's the only question mark to his game right now.
Yeah. I would say though, when the role they had him playing in last year, like playing in that defensive role, you end up chipping a lot of pucks because you're always trying to put the other team in a tough position, especially their D. So instead of attacking the blue line and trying to enter all the time, you're like, okay, soft chip into the zone, put some pressure. So it's kind of tough to get good stats when you're always playing that way, because that's what they want you to do.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I agree. Well, I agree with you, but I think I have no questions about Pinto. I think he's going to have a tremendous year. Like
but again, it's not a question of he's going to be.
It's how good is his good.
Like if that were the case, Fabian Zetterlund, I think, is the number one guy because he's a top 6, so he's going to see lots of ice. He's got to produce. Claude Giroux is a question mark. If he loses his spot on the top 2 lines,
you think so? Like he's impactful. Like to me, Giroux, irrespective of the points, it's like he's positively impactful offensively and defensively. He's still a very good player. Regardless of whether he plays on the first line or not, like he helps in so many different facets. Like the one thing I'm curious to watch, especially with Stützle, if he winds up not playing alongside Giroux, is like all of a sudden he's not insulated for faceoffs, so he's under pressure to perform in the faceoff circle, win key important draws in offensive zone situations and everything else. Obviously Brady can take the left side stuff, but like, is Timmy going to get better in that facet? And that's a question mark I have. But for me, I think you're right, Brent. I think it's like my question marks are going to be the pressure's on Zetterlund. It's on Cousins. Those were the guys acquired at the deadline to make this team better, move the needle. The pressure's on those 2 guys to perform and play at a higher level, because if they don't play at a high level, this team's probably going to be stuck in that kind of middle wild card area. But if those guys play better, they can finish top 3 in the Atlantic, no problem.
Yeah, you could say the same thing for Timmy. Like pressure's on him to be better. Like you want the team to not only make the playoffs this year, you want to win a round. He knows that. He probably figures he should be a 90+ point guy again. So I'm sure he's putting pressure. All these guys are putting pressure on themselves. That's the greatest thing about playing in the league. These guys love pressure. Like they're pressure addicts. Like they love, like that's probably the biggest thing once you stop playing that you miss. Having a little skin in the game, having something to play for. Like they love this kind of stuff. And I think Stützle is going to have another guy. Like we're talking about Pinto. I think Stützle is going to get off to a rocket start this year. I think he's up. And
he looks really good.
Hey, Wally, he looks good. And I think you mentioned it. His neck is thicker this year. Like he just looks like he's getting his man strength now. That takes a while to get. Like that doesn't come right away. You don't get that. It's that old man strength. Not that he's old by any means. You just kind of get that after a few years in the league. You just get that little more thickness, a little more power. He looks like he's always got a guy that has a lot of swagger. He looks like he has even more this year.
So here's a question for you guys. Obviously, we haven't talked about him at all, but like Nick Jensen made his return to the lineup on Saturday night. Wally, Yorkie, did you watch any of the game? Did you catch any of it?
Bits and pieces.
Okay. Wally, what'd you think of Jensen's game?
So interesting because Travis Green said he was great. Like he raved about him. I thought he was okay. I thought he just seemed a bit off. Like you're playing your first game, and that's why I didn't think much of it. But Green was like adamant at how great he was. And I'm like, yeah, he was good. I thought he was just good. He was great to see on the ice because you can see he's a calming influence when he's on the ice. I think that's the big thing. I thought he was good. I just didn't think he was amazing.
I can't believe the way we were talking after we had Jensen on the pod during the summer. The fact that he even got a preseason game is incredible. Like I completely agree with you. I thought for sure it's going to be like a November start. And the fact he got into an exhibition game is amazing. So I don't care how he played. I'm just glad he played. Like getting that one exhibition game in after surgery, it gives your mind a little bit of peace knowing that you can play in a game instead of, because it would have been him just practicing and then all of a sudden having to play a game. I think that's going to be huge for his confidence with his body.
So the one thing I noticed in Montreal, they played a hard, heavy game, and they were always trying to hit the D, which I understand is in the game. But it's like Nick Jensen took some big hits, and he continued to play. So I thought he was good. Yeah, I look forward to him hopefully getting back to 100% because I'm sure he's not there yet.
But like I talked to him last week for an article, and he said the important takeaway I had from it is like he's pushed his limitations. He kind of recognizes what they are, and he's had them. But it's like his ability and his body's ability to bounce back after like he would tweak something. So he'd always refer to like he would get a stinger, just his hip or like the rotation of his leg would go too much external, internal, and then he'd feel that twinge, and then it would go away, and then he'd feel fine. So like psychologically, just having those like mental hurdles, just okay, I can move past this. We're good to go. And then you're right, Yorkie, like getting into one game is just massive for him, because he wanted to like that was the important thing for him. He's like he didn't really want to enter the season mid-season, a third of the way into the season, and be like, all right, everybody's already playing at this pace, so I have to get myself to that level before I'm comfortable. And it's like, no, he can hit the ground running from day one. Yeah, let's go. So it's huge. It's huge just for that one game.
How's I forgot to ask you, weren't you working on a McEwen article?
Yeah, that was awesome. Talked to him competing about a 13th forward spot, and then hours.
It was later, a feel good story that you had just.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and he spoke well. He was training in Halifax. He moved to Halifax.
He said he had a good offseason. He was looking forward to contributing and then being a prospect of 13th forward. And then a couple hours later, see you, Zach.
So you're just
funny though. Like the Sens staffers, like a couple Sens staffers talked to me the next day, and they're just like, "Yeah, you're the last guy you talked to." It felt bad.
This was Graham's story.
Just ready to go to print. You're just submitting it. Okay. Yeah. Instead of putting it in, it just goes right in the shredder.
It happens. Hopefully it's not the start of a bigger trend or anything, but yeah, we'll see.
No one's going to want to talk to you.
Yeah, exactly. Here is the current headshot of Tim Stützle. So this is the 25-26 headshot of Timmy Stu.
Look at the neck on him. That's about, what are we saying? It's at least an 18.
Oh, yeah. He's probably an 18 for sure.
If he's getting the suit, if he's getting the collar, I think that's got an 18 on the back of the shirt. What do you guys?
I wish I had time right now off the top of my head to get up, find his first headshot and send it in. But anyway, we'll move on. We got stuff.
He just seemed like, and this goes beyond just Timmy, but like they all seem more focused and like just. I don't know, like I know it's like preseason, so who cares? But like they just seem like they're just very team oriented, very focused on what they have to do, and it's just very process oriented versus personal goals.
So today's practice, did you like? I know you're a writer, so you like to stay in the warmth and watch from the windows. I don't know if you
bunch of horse crap. I was hanging out with you for the first little bit.
The practice was like 90 minutes. You saw me for like 3 minutes. Travis Green was ornery today.
Was he?
Really?
He was.
What'd you do?
Like he had them moving. Like
they were all like he didn't want them blowing some drills. David Perron's on the show tomorrow. He should be on the show tomorrow. I want to ask him about today because it just felt like it was a very up tempo, but it was he wanted them to be attention to detail. I would put it that way. And he was good.
Like it.
I felt like that was one of the longest practices that I've experienced just being around the team. Like by far one of the longest ones I've been around.
Today, Yorkie, today the Sens booked 2 sheets of ice. So I'm told because they've had stuff at Sens at the CTC, like Brian Adams was there. There was a concert last night. One, they didn't like the ice. They weren't overly excited about the ice condition. And so 2, they booked 2 sheets of ice last night at Sensplex to started with power play early on before practice, then the goalies on one side, and then they used both sheets of ice throughout practice. It was I'm trying to think. So Graham, they probably started at what
10:45-ish, but like guys were on earlier.
Practice 10:30, and then they were done at noon.
Jansen was out there early with the 2 goaltenders. That was probably like 25 after, I would say.
Yeah,
around maybe.
It was a longer bit of a practice, so he wanted to get the most out of those guys, which is why they have no ice tomorrow. They're not.
I don't know if we mentioned it either, but Batherson and Clevin were skating at the CTC while the practices or before.
And they have been skating.
Yeah. So,
Pat, you know what? That's you just finished exhibition. It's kind of it's good for your coach to be a little bit ornery because it's like you kind of. could have a little bit of a lull. You get the day off coming. I like an ornery coach there, just keeping guys on their toes and keeping me
on my toes during the media availability.
Hey, Graeme tried to say something he didn't say. Travis wasn't having any part of it.
He had no part of it, eh? You guys mentioned Bryan Adams, Wally. Guess you guys know how old? Here's a little trivia for you. How old do you think Bryan Adams is?
Oh, geez.
I think I saw this on social media, so I'm not going to.
64.
He'll be 66 in November. I went to the concert.
Oh, yeah?
He still sounds like he's in his 20s. Amazing concert. Like I played all the old hits. Summer of 69, Cuts Like a Knife. It was a fantastic.
Born to Run? Is that it?
That's the boss. Born to
Run?
There's no Run to You. I'm sorry.
Run to You. Yeah. That was out there too. He was really good.
I actually meant to go. I totally missed it. I don't know what I was doing, but anyway. Okay. I got some work to do. So we said we're going to, on the weekend, I announced that early bird for our coming in hot Thanksgiving giveaway. I just want to make a point, gentlemen. We are over $4,500 raised for the Ottawa Food Bank so far.
Nice.
We have passed last year's totals.
That's unreal.
And we've
got a week to go. You could get that over. Yeah, get that over 5K.
Yes, I'm excited. So I came up. Jason paid for it. I just didn't tell him. Giving away a hoodie as an early bird special. So anybody that already entered in, I chose from this morning. And Mike Chillebeck has won the hoodie. So I will reach out to you and get your information and get that sent to you. So congrats to Mike Chillebeck. Still time to get your tickets in for the Thanksgiving giveaway, which includes Sens tickets, Brady Tkachuk signed jersey, Drake Batherson signed stick, plus other goodies as well. So thanks to the Sens Foundation. And, oh, look, there's the Sens Foundations in our chat. Always makes me nervous. And then thanks to the Ottawa Food Bank for letting us participate in this little endeavor.
Keep those
thanks to everybody.
Going.
Super proud of the people that we have watching the show. They've been very good and very
great
generous.
Charity, Wally. That's a great choice by you, the Ottawa Food Bank. We said it last time. It's especially coming up to the colder months are starting to come, right? We've had a nice little run here, but yeah, it's I always give to the Ottawa Food Bank. It's a great charity. Well, you can't enter this contest, but continue to keep giving. I also need you to take care of some work right now so we can get. I got some my Bet365 today. I got something interesting to see what you guys think. What do you got? Well, we got BI. That's what we got right here. We're the heavy civil general contractor in Ottawa. There, as always, you can give them a call for equipment rentals, aggregate, topsoil, custom crushing and screening, hot mix paving. So when you're planning your next project, please consider BI for all your aggregate supply needs. Give them a call at 613-432-1120, or you can get them online at bonisherexcavating.com. BI is helping to shape the Ottawa Valley. And, of course, by Bet365. Whatever the moment's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app and get in on all the action at Bet365. Must be 19 or older. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, visit connectsontario.ca. Gentlemen, here is a good question that's on Bet365 today. Which Senator is going to score a hat trick this season? Whoa. So Tim Stützle at plus 120, Brady Tkachuk minus 135. He is the lowest ranked, if you will. I'll say they think he will get it. Drake Batherson at plus 220, Shane Pinto plus 220. So I went digging up some stats. How many hat tricks do you think Brady Tkachuk has?
I'll say 5.
I'm going to say 4. No, 3. 3.
2 in 2024. Drake Batherson, how many?
2.
He's got 1.
He's got 2. He had 1 in 2024. Tim Stützle.
2.
He's got 1. 2. And Shane Pinto.
1. He's got 1.
He's got none.
Damn.
So interesting. I
like all those guys to do it, to be honest with you.
So I would bet
I'd go off the board and take Zetterlund. I wonder what the odds are. If you can throw the odds must be even higher.
Yorkie, if I had the guy, I would put these are the only 4 players currently listed.
Could you do like a 4-bet parlay on all of them doing it this season?
Oh, okay. You know what? I wonder if I can quickly do that.
Well, obviously, Wally, you're taking Pinto because you said earlier in today's show that you were most excited to see his upside this year. So you're going Pinto.
He's the greatest.
I'm taking the Drake. I think the Drake's good for a Hattie this year once he comes back. I like that plus 220.
Okay. So I need to see if I can get to this quick. I'm not sure if I can do this now. If you guys,
I want to see Drake shooting the puck more. Remember that little move when he comes down and he just kind of drag and pulls a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I want to see him do that more often. He's got a great shot, like a little deception. Use the D as a screen off the rush. Yeah, it's good. But I think I'm gonna take. Who you taking, Graeme?
I like them all, to be honest with you. That's why I'm excited to see what this parlay pays out for.
You got me under the gun here. This is going to take too long.
All 4 of them for a Hattie this year?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can come up with this.
Of course, they'd have to score a 5-on-5. That's been the biggest problem, but
not necessarily.
I got faith. I got faith in them this year.
Well, Pinto's now on the power play, so he's going to get some early.
Pinto's going to have 4.
He's going to have 4 what?
Hat tricks, Yorkie. Try to stay with me.
4 hat tricks this year.
Where is Tim Stutzel? Why can't I find? Oh, there we go. Okay. All 4. All right. So if you placed a wage, well, let me sign in. Son of a.
Chat must be loving this right now.
I don't even want to look. No, I can't get to it. You can make.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Get back to you tomorrow. That's the Bet365 question of the day: is hat tricks.
Okay, I'm going Batherson.
You know what? Tim Stutzel, my guy. Like, I would take Tim Stutzel if I had to make a bet on one guy. I think he'll do it first.
He's shooting way more. I will say that. Shooting a lot more in the preseason. So
is he going to shoot the puck more on the power play this year when he comes down that flank?
One can hope. It's not like he's not trying to. I don't think he's like, oh man, I hope.
Do you know what this problem is? He thinks the game's so quick, and he does everything at such a high speed. Like, you got to picture when he's coming down with the puck. He's like, he sees so many different things. Yeah. It's like, oh damn, that guy's over. Okay, I'll give it to him. Shit, I shot. But like, just imagine the stuff that the rate of quickness that the thoughts that are going through his mind while he's carrying the puck. Because there's very few guys that skate around at the level, like obviously McDavid, a few other guys, but he's doing things at such a fast speed. It would be cool if you could have, you know how they used to have the trackers in someone's jersey and they could have the speed, be able to like track someone's brain.
Yeah, it's a heat map of the brain.
And see how quickly, like a virtual, what they're seeing, their thoughts, what they're doing, how they're analyzing.
Yours would be all blue.
I would be
plenty of room for growth. I think that's what Graeme said.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a couple of things to get through here. This morning they were all wearing. So they had done a photo shoot with the Sens at the Sens at the CTC for the 3rd jersey. They were still wearing their pants shells and their gloves. Here's how it looks up close and personal.
We saw the jerseys as well. They wouldn't let us take photos of them yet.
Yeah. Jake, I sent you an updated one. There it is. That's what everything looks like without socks or skates.
I like that jersey.
It looks, I will say, like, I wasn't a huge fan of the shoulders before, but like seeing it with the nameplates and lettering and the numbers and everything else, it's way, way more impressive.
Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't have lettered it before. It just doesn't make sense to me. But that crest, I love the crest. I would like to see them adopt the crest because it's really cool in the 3D version of it.
I think it's a good look. Like that shade of red with the crest I think it looks fantastic. I know everybody didn't like the shoulder patches at the beginning, but when you have it with the pants on and
better,
I think when you get the sock too, it's going to look even better.
Yeah. So I will move up from my 3 to a 5 rating at the moment.
I was an 8
out of 10.
I'm still an 8.
I still don't like the shoulders just bug me. Here's the gear of the goalie. Levy Marilainen looks pretty good. I like his.
Yeah, I like his kit. Yeah. Looks pretty good.
Okay. I got a story to tell you guys.
Oh, okay.
So on Saturday, I delivered. Canada Post is on strike. So I delivered some mugs to people. I had 4 mugs to deliver. It took me like 4 hours because I stopped at chat.
How much mileage did you put on your vehicle?
Oh, I had to go to Orleans and stuff. Okay.
So hold on a sec. You were Wally Claus. You went delivering mugs to all the good boys and girls in the Ottawa area that deserve.
I hope you stopped at Shoeless.
No, I didn't have time. I thought this was going to take like an hour and a half.
How did you decide who gets a mug and who is not what mug worthy?
Well, because people that live in the city, and then there were other people that were stopping by to get it. But okay, so can I just get to the story, please?
Okay.
So when you stop and deliver a mug, though, like how long do you talk to people? Like how long?
I'm getting to it.
You're just hoping to like drop it off and be like, all right, see you later. Like,
yes.
How much? That's what you're hoping for.
The first 2 I got to drop off, and then I left.
Mug.
In between stop number 2 and stop number 3, I broke my flip-flop. It has been hanging on by a thread. So now I don't have a shoe. Like I have one flip-flop and a barefoot.
From Shoeless Joe's to Shoeless Wally. Yes. Nice.
So I'm like, I just pray to God that this next couple, like this next person, they're not outside. They're just going to put it on the step and leave. And in fact, it was he wanted it for his wife for her birthday. And I was like, well, I don't want to show up and then ruin the birthday surprise. So I'm driving, I pull around it. And by the way, as I turn onto the street, it's a dead end street. So it's not like I can just not stop. I turn around and there's 3 people sitting on the front step of this house. And I'm like, oh, love of God. So I get out. One guy has no idea who I am. He's just like, I don't know who you are. I don't care. John is the husband, and he's like, hey, thank you for dropping this off. This is very nice. The lady, Mary Lou, who's celebrating her birthday this coming week, happy birthday. She was super excited to get this. However, I'm standing there in one flip-flop and a barefoot, and I'm like, can I just leave? And I'm sure the guy that has no idea who I am is like, what is happening right now?
You probably pulled up, like all your hair was probably all disheveled. You had one shoe on. They're like, who is this hobo coming up to the door? I'm like,
they did. They had this look like, what is happening?
You had a mug, so they probably thought you wanted change.
So very lovely people, by the way. I go to Anne's house and I stop in, and she doesn't notice her right away. She's like, come on in. And I knew I wanted to stop in and say hi and spend a couple minutes. So we chatted for like 30 minutes or so. And she comes out and she's like, I made you something. So she's made, it's like a tea cozy, right? That's embroidered with a set. Like it's very nicely done. Okay.
Beauty.
It's right here. My mug sits on this. However, she also made this. CIH host and renowned author of the Nerd Report.
Nice. There you go.
And she said, hey, the Nerd Report is what makes the show so great. I couldn't agree with her more.
I don't.
So thank you to Anne.
I think you're fibbing now. That's a beautiful. It's a beautiful. What do you call it again?
Jake, do you have the picture?
What's he said is that coaster's got a special name. It's called.
I believe she called it a tea cozy.
A tea cozy. I love it.
Yeah, like a coaster. So my mug now sits on this as I do the show.
Nice.
See there we go.
It's a tea cozy. I love it.
So this is I meet some fantastic people as I go on my journey.
The mug looks great, by the way, though. It looks awesome on the tea cozy too. Look at it there. I'm jealous. I want a tea cozy.
No, you can't. No. And only has gifts for me.
I just love the fact that you destroyed one flip-flop and continued to wear the other one. Like I think if I just blew one up, I'd just take the other one off and just go barefoot.
I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh my God, of all the days, like, so the last 2 people that I actually meet, I'm standing with one shoe on. I'm like, we will never discuss this ever again. And of course, they sent me an email saying, I can't wait to hear the show.
You're just encouraging people to throw shoes at you now. That's the best part.
I learned a new word today, tea cozy.
Yeah.
Could it be called a coffee cozy too?
Oh, no, clearly not. That would be stupid.
So principled.
Gentlemen, we are back to. Is there anything else I've left out, Jake? I don't think there is. I can't. Oh, however, big week this week. A big show tomorrow. 2:30 p.m. tomorrow. David Perron, and I don't know whether. I can't hide this from you because you may see the promo. Andre Waugh is expected to join us.
Andre Waugh, as we live and breathe, will be joining us tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the expectation at the moment.
Okay. That's a big show. That's a really big show.
Yeah, and so we were supposed to do our picks for the preseason. I don't know if we're going to get it in.
DP.
Yeah.
DP looks great. I saw him at the golf. You guys saw him at the golf. His legs look massive right now.
Yes.
Like he looks like he's had a great summer.
Wally touched upon it earlier, but I think only playing half a season last year.
Yep.
More gas in the tank for this year.
Absolutely.
I don't know. He's got a lot to prove, and I think obviously nobody wants Drake Batherson to be hurt to start the year, but having that opportunity in the top 6 just to solidify himself potentially. I guess it's not the top 6 because we're not considering Cousins as a second line, right, Wally?
Well, so what happens? We can save this for tomorrow, but what happens when Batherson comes back? Does he play with Dylan Cousins? Does he play with Shane Pinto?
Does he play in the first line? Does he go to the first line? There's
somebody
tons
else
of options.
Somebody else will be nicked up for a bit.
That might be. Yeah.
It's always going to be interchanging this year with how condensed the schedule is going to be. That's why I love the makeup of Ottawa. You got guys that can go up and down. You might not have that quote unquote 40 goal scoring winger that everyone says you need, but you got a lot of guys that play hard and are interchangeable, which I think is more valuable than having a one trick pony that can only score.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out. Oh, also big week this week as I leave Wednesday because coming in hot is going on the road. Wally Air is
typical
fueled.
Wally flying solo.
Do you know who you look like there?
Me?
It kind of looks like the Red Baron there up in the except for the silver hair just flying through the air. You look way too happy too. There's no way you're that happy on an airplane. Look at that. Where is it? Look at that. He's just got a camera. I'm gonna fix that up and I'll tweet out the real picture.
Look at the scarf and everything.
Yeah, no, I took that over the weekend at the Ottawa Flying Club.
What are the 2 little stickers underneath Wally Air?
Those are Tampa and Fort Lauderdale as I cruise around in the coming in hot jet, if you will.
Who's paying for all this, Wally? Who's paying for all this?
Well,
travel?
again, Yorkie, we're not going to pay you this week.
Let's all go towards your travel.
Yeah. So it is fully funded, and we our budget allows this. So
hey, when we're running out of time, when's this golf challenge happening?
Well, I think it's probably going to happen in the later days of October. Make it even tougher. Get the conditions a little colder so there's no roll. when you hit the ball and you get that vibration down your hands, kind of be like an Iron Man. Usually do your Iron Man at the end of the year. You just
can I invite anybody to play with me?
You should raffle off the 4th spot in our foursome for charity.
Didn't you say that? Who are you talking to? And you told them what the bet was, and they said you have no chance.
Shane Pinto. So I have asked him if he would play with me. I said, hey, I can get you on the course. Not like he can't. I realized that after I said it. He's contemplating it.
Yeah. For those that missed the previous show, the Wally and I have a gentleman's wager that he cannot break 110 at the Royal Ottawa from the Blue Tees, playing the rules of golf the way they are meant to be played. I.e., no bush drops, no mulligans, finish all your putts. Greens are rolling at 12-2 right now too, Wally.
What are the blue tees there? They're not the back tees, are they?
No, those are the blacks.
Okay.
Blues are like the
normal ones.
There's 5 sets of tees there. There's super seniors.
Okay, did we play the blues when I played there?
We played.
Did we play whites?
We played the back tees on the Royal 9. but you would be playing the blue tees on the main course, which are not the back tees. The next one's up.
131.
Someone's predicting I'm going to get a 131.
No, it won't be that bad. Wally will come in around a nice, crisp 116 probably.
I think I can be a 107.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see because it's different when you got to finish every putt and you got to play it where it lies. Just like, remember Happy Gilmore? Play it where it lies.
I'm okay. I still think I can get in under 110.
Who's going to record the footage if you're playing?
Well, Yorkie would, but he won't turn his phone sideways, so it's always shot in the wrong aspect ratio. But Yorkie will have to record it.
Yeah, you just take a couple of clips here and there. It's anyways. We'll see. Well, we got to find. We're running out of days here. Like the temperature.
This is on you.
You're not gonna bust out that like 1980s like mini putt course putter that you brought at Yorkie's party.
No, I'm gonna bring my own putter.
There you go.
So can you like October 20th ish afternoon?
Let me check my calendar here.
They play Edmonton October 22nd. I've asked. I don't know.
21st to play.
Yeah.
That's what 22nd.
Oh, sorry, I meant the next day. So that would October 20th. So the next day is Edmonton. Somewhere in there, they would have Sunday off as well, the 19th. So I've asked to try to get Shane Pinto to come out. I just need someone to play with. Nice.
Well, Graeme can play.
No. I want like a fun guy.
There's no. By the way, Chris just said flip-flops are not allowed on the golf. Flip-flops are not allowed on the property at the Royal.
No, not even on the property. Shirt must be tucked in.
No open.
Almo got yelled at.
Yeah.
For what?
He had his shirt untucked.
Yeah.
You have to tuck it in. It's I like that though. You know.
So wait, for this golf game, was I coming? I thought I was coming.
No.
I was under the impression I was coming. No.
Oh, I guess you are now.
You're coming.
I guess I found your recorder for the whole event then.
All right, let's get out of here.
Okay, see you guys tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, as David Perron is expected to join us, as is Andre Waugh. He should be around 3 p.m. So we'll see you all then, everybody. Appreciate it. Don't forget to continue to enter into the contest to win stuff on our Coming in Hot Thanksgiving giveaway. See you, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to Coming in Hot. If you enjoyed the show, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to never miss an episode.